This quantum field is so valuable with the extra EMFs and the solar flares and all the different things going on right now, the changes. This to me is the fruit. It's like the skin. You got all the fleshy stuff in here, and then the seed is the body. So when my field is open and strong, my view is, hey, if you want to make it in here to my body, you got to get through this quantum field. I can't say this enough. Right now, keep coming back. Everyone take a nice big breath in. Just drop right there. Just open right into it. It's so simple that you can almost miss it. That's how easy this is. This isn't something that I just use when I go to a quiet place and I sit and I close my eyes. I do this mostly with my eyes open. I'm constantly flexing this muscle back to the field, back to the field. You keep doing that. You keep strengthening that. Eventually, it's just gonna stay open. Then when I come into a room, I walk real slow, just like we did earlier. I go into a new situation, I go slow. I want my field to arrive there with me. For me, it's like this. It's like, when you're living in a linear trajectory, if we're living in a line, that experience, you're always going somewhere. Going to work, you're going to pick up this, you're going to do this, you're going to do this. There's always a place that you're going. When we collapse that process, come back here to the nonlinear, now life is totally different. In my life, I really look for the spaces in between all the things that are happening right now. There's so many things happening, and I find if I get to the car a little bit early, I take a moment in the car, I just sit and open up the field. I go up to lunch, first thing I did, I sit and I just rest in the field. Then Lily brought over some food, and I brought the food in. When I bring food into my field, first thing I do, I bring it in and I let it sit there for a little bit. I don't pray over it. I don't do a lot with it. I just say, if you stay in the field here, let the field, this envelope that comes out. For me, it takes a practice. Yet when we practice it, we can bring it with us in every situation. I love being in this space because there's nowhere else to go. You can push me in this direction, I'll go over here. It's okay. I'll go over here. It doesn't matter. Because in the nonlinear state, we're connected to that energy of who we are.
Still point is one of the best gifts that the laser gives you. Because I find things don't bother me like they used to. I don't react to things the way I used to. I see it's all an attitude, but it's more than that, because when you're in still point, it's so hard to describe. I feel like I am now living in still point. It's enjoying every moment of what I'm doing at the time. It could be looking at my geranium plant and seeing that new flower open. It's enjoying every second of every day, enjoying who I'm with, enjoying every moment of what I'm doing. If I'm cooking something, I'm into enjoying cooking something. It's just a gift. And when you're at still point, things can happen because you're open, you're clear, you're free, and great thoughts and knowledge just seem to come in, which enriches your life. And I am so blessed because I used to think, well, you've got to learn to meditate, you've got to learn to do this and that, you have to distress yourself. No, you go to still point and you're there. It's so easy. This is the sign of the future. Thank you so much for all that I've gotten from this. I couldn't be any happier, and I want to share it with the world.
I just love the fact that he really, instills principles of still point, and when we're in that space, we can heal, and that, he's not a doctor, he's not whatever. He just helped guide us to know what is really the truth. That you don't have to spend hours going to workshops and yoga retreats and ashrams and spend years of your life studying this stuff, where I like the fact that he reminds us basic, simple concepts. that when you're in that space and that still point, you heal. Because I have burnout from stress from working in a nonprofit, and my whole body's still out of whack. But then because of my ego, I'm always running, doing more and more. And so it's nice to get reminded to slow down and let my body heal. Just being in that space. And so it's cool to remind myself of that, because my body adrenaline system's really messed up for 12 years now. What's wonderful is that you can use this, you know, instead of going through years of training to be a healer or whatever, you know. And if you can't afford this, then you can still take the message back of learning how to breathe and being what he calls still point, you know, and just his way of describing it. So even if you don't buy the laser, you know, it's worth it to come here, because you'll be in the same consciousness where you see all the people, you know. So it's a shift.
It's to go slow. It's why I can't say enough. In your life, slow it down. Still point is about saying to everything, all right, everything, slow down. Slow down. And the quantum field is like saying anything that comes around here, slow down.